guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trips weak. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG, and in today's video we're going to show you a really nice red zone dot that beats all zone coverages. Now, if this is your first time checking out our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification to make sure that you never miss any of our uploads. Today's video was inspired by MGZ1011. He said, "Great work, kind sir. Can you please show me some red zone passing plays out of the LA Chargers playbook, preferably single back Y trips? Thank you." So the play we're going to be looking at in the single back Y trips is going to be called PA Crossup. If you want to know what other playbooks this is in, I've put a link in the description. Make sure to check it out at the end of the video, so that way you can see if this is in your favorite playbook as well. Now, this play is something I like because it's going to attack all coverages, and it's going to have one setup that I'm going to do for the ability to beat all those zones, okay? So here we go. What you're going to see is that we're going to first go against cover 4. Now, the reason why I do this is because when I lab, cover 4 is the one defense that I lab first in the red zone because it's the most difficult to beat most of the time. It's got 8 people that drop in coverage. It's got the safeties that only responsible for the inside quarters rather than the the deep halves. In cover 2, those safeties really spread out, making it a little bit easier to attack the middle of the field. In cover 4, it's a little bit more of a safe, tougher zone to attack when it comes to the red zone. So I start with cover 4. I usually design a play that I like, and then what I do from there, once I know it beats cover 4, how do I tweak it to where it beats other coverages as well, and then it gets to the final product, okay? So what you're going to see here is that we're looking at cover 4. I made it a little bit more difficult on myself. I put it on dollar rather than 3-4 odd to make sure that there's cornerbacks out there rather than linebackers. But for the most part, I want to make sure that you see that we're going against these coverages, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off by swinging our running back to the right side, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to put the RB on and in. And the last thing we're going to do is take our tight end and move him to the left. When we do this, the B receiver is going to come in with us, okay? See how he comes in? Now, this only works if you're in the middle of the field or if you're on the left hash when this play is stock. You want the trips to be to the wide side of the field, okay? So if you were on the right hash mark, you would have to flip this play. So what we're going to do here is we're going to show you that this route combination is going to give us a really nice option to hit the B on a low ball bullet pass as he sits kind of in a zone where we've opened up the space for him to catch it for a touchdown. If the user jumps the B, this X does a really good job of, once he hits the back of the end zone, to go across the middle, and we can basically hit him in the middle where we split the safeties. And that's typically something that is going to be a secondary read, only if the user jumps the B. So watch what happens here. We're going to wait for this guy to settle, and now we're going to throw a ball right there in the end zone, okay? Now, I want to show you basically why this play works and how we drew it up, okay? Now, what I'm doing is I'm getting the running back to take the curl flat to the right, okay? The running back on the swing is going to get this guy number 41. See how he's about to kind of go backwards? As soon as he sees that the swing, he's going right. He has to go right because that's his man now, right? So now this player right here, 84, is going to do a good job of getting that safety just to widen and basically stay to the left. And see how he takes a couple steps there? Giving us that option when you see this to have a low ball pass right there for the touchdown. Now, like I said before, if the player goes ahead and jumps the right side, we're going to wait for this player right here to come across. He's going to see this, and he's going to come across in the middle of the field, and see, we already threw that ball, but that's where it's going to end up being. So let me just kind of show to you that route just so you can see it. So again, we're going to swing our Y. We're going to put the RB on and in. We're going to take the A, and we're going to move him over, and we're good to go. Now, to simulate that the user right here, Littleton, is going to jump the B, I'm going to put him on man coverage. I'll move him to the right just to make sure that it takes a little bit longer for him to get there, but I want to make sure you see this. And so you look at this, say he jumps the B. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this X to come across, and we got him in the middle of the field, right? So that's really all you're looking for, is the 1-2 punch. If you get the user to move, you just be patient, you do it. Remember, they're only sending 3 against cover 4. The reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to flood the basically the end zone to make sure that there's really very little spots to throw, and we found very easily 2 of them. So now let's look at cover 2 here, guys, and show you how the same exact setup is going to be able to yield you an opportunity for a touchdown as well. So what we're going to do here is put the RB on the in, the Y on the swing, move the A over, right? Same thing. Now what you're going to notice is that this B route does a really good job of holding coverage over on the right-hand side, letting the swing route work in space. So what you want to do is you want to throw it to him, catch it, rack it up the field basically, and get in the end zone. So watch what happens here. These guys are going to hold their zones. You're going to catch this ball, rack up space, and get in the end zone, right? So let me show you basically what happens on instant replay just to give you an idea of why this play design really works for cover 2. So what we're doing here is we're looking over here on this side. If we think it's cover 4, you can see that this is all congested. I can't throw this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to the right side over here and see how everybody's holding on that hitch. I'm going to throw the ball out there. And when he catches that ball, I want to make sure that I press X to rack it, and then we're going to get into the end zone, right? We're just using the speed of the player to hold him up. Any running back should be able to catch this and get up the field. If you've got a power back, maybe his agility is not going to let him get up the field as quickly. But if you've got somebody that has a decent, ability from a running back's, catching ability, I'd put him in for this play. Okay, so that's how it works against cover 2. Now let's take a look at cover 3. Now cover 3, it's one of those deals where you're going to want to hit this X on the break, right? So let me show you here what we're looking at. We're going to hike the ball, and you're going to see as soon as the X breaks, you're going to throw that ball right there, right? It's going to be a quick hitter, and it's going to be something that I want to show you what you're looking for when it comes to reading the coverage, right? So in cover 2 and cover 4, those safeties are going to widen. When you see this safety starts, scooting to the inside, I know it's cover 3 right away, right? His job is to cover the middle of the field. So I see that scoot, I'm like, all right, I know that my eyes are going to go to this player first. So if this guy right here is my key read, if I see that he spreads out left, then I'm going to go look to the right side first, look for my hitch, or throw it to the running back. But if I see that this guy starts to scoot, that's the read I'm looking for. And then now I'm looking for this guy to come in. And as soon as he comes in, you're going to see that he's going to have this little spot that you're going to throw it over that guy's head and in the end zone. The user very seldomly ever gets over there. It's one of those deals that I'm going to throw it right on its break, throw it over his head, and you're going to see how he did. I could throw this actually even a half a second earlier, and you're still going to have the success. But that's the throw that I'm looking at every single time with cover 3. I'll show it to you one more time. So here's cover 3, and I want to make sure again, what you're looking for is that left safety. If you can see that left safety move and scoot to the inside, you're going to want to make him pay for that, right? So let's watch this again. He scoots. We're waiting for this X, comes across, and we got ourselves a touchdown, right? So that's why when one play, you can kind of read safeties, read what you're doing, you can come up with this pretty easily. So I wanted to show you a combination that I like. Obviously, this is something that I went and labbed up specifically for MGZ. He had a specific request. I wanted to give him something that he could use, possibly something other people can use when it comes to if you're using the Chargers playbook, or may want to put this in your custom playbook. Again, there is a link in the description for the ability to check out what other playbooks this is in. Go ahead and check that out, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next video.